A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English, 'cause it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And we are looking at social phobia today. It's part 2 of our look at this difficult sort of psychological problem, mental illness for some people that causes them to be terrified at even the idea of getting out there being with people. A lot of us would say, party? Yes, count me in. I can't wait to go. If you have social phobia, you'll say, party? Hell no, I am not going. I am going to lock my door and hide in my room with the lights off. You wouldn't be able to drag me to that party because I don't like being with people. It terrifies me, makes me sweat, cry, scream, and just be really, really frightened. Yeah. So a bad thing if you have social phobia. We're not talking about being shy. We're talking about being really, really shy, so it's a problem in your life. But we do often, many of us feel shy at different times. Do you ever feel shy? And what do you do when you feel shy?
Yeah, I sometimes feel shy, especially when I'm around like strangers and I have to share personal information with others. No. And I would definitely feel super shy around the guys I have a crush on, like on a first date or something like that.
Okay.
And I would talk less and observe or listen more. That's what I would do if I feel shy.
So if you get quiet, you're shy.
Yeah.
That's a little clue with Laura. Okay. What about if it was like a celebrity? Would you automatically feel shy?
Yes, I would. I would blush and like suddenly not talk.
Okay. Has that ever happened to you?
Once.
Really? Who did you meet? How famous was this famous person?
It wasn't a really famous person, but he was totally my type. So
you were shy partly because he was handsome, but also because he was famous.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my gosh.
Didn't want to do something stupid in front of them at that moment.
So I just didn't talk.
That can happen. And of course, when you're with a bunch of new people, when you're like making a speech or you're on stage doing something and lots of people are watching you, this is normal. It's normal to feel shy. It's normal to feel nervous.
Don't feel ashamed.
Social media, though, is much, much worse than that. So let's get back to our article, find out more about it, and what people might do to get some help if they do have social media themselves. Let's check it out.
Social phobia. More than just feeling shy. Warm-up question. Do you ever feel shy? What do you do when you feel shy?
It's possible to treat social phobia with medicine. There are also things people can do to feel less anxious about social situations. First, it's important to get professional help with social phobia as soon as possible. Talking to a psychiatrist can really help. If people wait a long time, social phobia is much harder to treat.
All right, so as we've talked about yesterday, if you do have social phobia, if you are totally afraid of being out there with other people, you don't have to just live the rest of your life locked away at home by yourself, afraid to go out. You can get help and you can get treatment. As the article says, it's possible to treat social phobia with medicine. Yes, there are medicines. I think they basically just kind of calm you down and stuff like that. Because a lot of the thing about being scared is you make yourself more scared. Your heart beats faster. You breathe faster and faster. Your heart beats faster. You breathe faster. And it's kind of like this terrible circle that just gets worse and worse and worse. So if you can avoid getting into that, you won't feel it so much. There are also things people can do to feel less anxious about social situations. In the same way that if you have to get up and, make a speech in front of your class, your mom, your dad, someone might say, breathe slowly. Imagine everyone enjoying themselves. Imagine yourself giving a great speech. If you get really embarrassed, imagine everyone in the audience with no clothes on. They
that
tell you,
doesn't work.
I know, but they tell you to do these things. So there are things like that you can do to calm yourself down before you start to kind of lose your mind.
Okay, I'm going to add first before I say how I react to when I'm shy. I think I also avoid eye contact.
Okay, very typical, very common.
And and especially when people give me compliments. Sometimes I feel really embarrassed because I don't know how to respond.
Yeah.
Or a better way is you could use humor or sarcasm a little bit and say, nah, and then kind of
as much
try
as
to,
you.
Yeah, exactly. You try to avoid the topic. But if I feel anxious about social situations, I would probably focus on other people, on what they're talking, instead of feeling nervous about what to say, I would listen actively and show interest in what they're saying.
Well, that's not a bad thing, too, because that can get people to like you because they feel, they're interested in me. And it also takes care of your feelings of being shy and nervous. So that's a good way to do it. First, though, it says it's important to get professional help with social phobia as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
This is one of those things you want to take care of before it gets too bad, before you find yourself socially isolated, because then coming out of your safe little bubble is going to be harder and harder. And in the same way that if something in your body is hurt or broken or just not working quite right, if something in your mind is not working quite right, you can get help.
Yay.
Talking to a psychiatrist can really help. The psychiatrist is the person who will help you talk about your feelings, find different ways of thinking and behaving in certain situations, and making you generally a happier, healthier person. That's good. And then we read, if people wait a long time, social phobia is much harder to treat. Like with a lot of diseases, you don't ignore that thing until it becomes really bad. You don't you don't start dieting until you're 300 kilograms overweight. It's going to be much harder if you ignore a health problem and try to be, I'll take care of that later. It's going to be harder in the end and take longer to get well.
Right, okay. So professional is an adjective, 就是专业的，然后要找一个专业的 psychiatrist, 就是精神科医生。So don't leave illnesses for too long as they can and become more difficult to treat.
That's true for everything.
Yeah, it's important to not ignore any concerning symptoms, as early intervention can often make all the difference in preventing more serious health issues down the line.
Don't wait to go to the dentist until your teeth start to fall out.
Yuck.
At that point, it's too late.
Second, people can try to take control. They should focus their time on doing things that they enjoy. Third, they can try keeping a diary. They can try writing down the things that make them more anxious. They can also write down the things that help them. Doing this can help them learn about their social phobia and manage it better.
So get professional help. See a psychiatrist, maybe take some medication. These types of things will be very good for you. But that doesn't mean that there aren't things that you can do on your own, as we read next. Second, people can try to take control, own your problem, take control of it. You be the boss of the problem. Don't let the problem be the boss of you. And one of the things you can do is, it says they should focus their time on doing things that they enjoy. Yes, maybe you enjoy being with a few friends, just not with a big group. Maybe get a few friends and ask them to invite one or two more people. And that way you can slowly get used to being with bigger groups. And who knows, you might even have fun doing it. And that will be a wonderful feeling, and you can give yourself a pat on the back. So there are things that you can do, but it's about taking control of the problem and not being afraid to face it.
Totally. When I'm in a bad mood,
Yes.
here are some things I would enjoy doing. Binge watching.
She does.
Doing yoga.
She does.
Chatting with my friends.
She does.
Or this is something that's really cool. Doing like wool felt handicraft thingy.
And often you do all 4 of those things at the same time.
Yes, I do.
You're binge watching, you're snacking, you're talking, you're making socks with your...
I can do that.
I can.
can.
She's super talented.
I
Absolutely.
can multitask.
Yeah, and that's why all of your felt things are covered
They all look ugly.
and they're covered in popcorn butter.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the article. Third, this is a good one too. They can try keeping a diary.
I like this one.
Journaling about your problem can make your problem seem much less and kind of make you more in control of it. And it's also nice because as you get better, as you sort of push yourself to be healthier, you can look back and go, wow, I wrote this 3 months ago. I am not that person anymore. So there's lots of good things you can learn about yourself by writing journals or having a diary. As the article says, they can try writing down the things that make them more anxious. Yeah, good point. If you write it down, you go, it's not that bad.
Maybe you might even write a book.
Who knows? It's true. You could.
And help others who suffer from social phobia.
There you go. And you'll be a world famous author and you'll have to travel the world meeting hundreds of people.
That makes you more anxious.
But you'll be okay at that point and rich.
Okay, so keep a diary 就是写日记，所以你可以写下来什么让你感到 anxious、焦虑的、不安的。I love writing down things. Writing can help me.
I thought you were going to say I love being anxious.
No,
Okay.
writing can help me think a lot. For example, here are the things I write down on my daily planner. I brainstorming ideas,
Nice.
inspirations, or
Good.
funny daily events I want to share with my friends, and some great jokes I heard, so I can share with you guys on the show.
Okay.
And things that make me happy and the things I'm grateful or thankful for.
Okay.
And to-do lists.
To-do lists.
Super important.
With me is shopping lists. As soon as I walk in the store, I forget everything I'm going to buy.
You should
So
write them down.
I do.
Don't
do
waste
that now.
money.
So yes, writing down things can be wonderful as a way of learning about yourself, processing stuff, remembering stuff. It's a good thing to do. That says they can also write down the things that help them. So if you have a good social experience, if you do something and it's not as hard as you thought, and then maybe you even enjoyed it, write it down. Write what about it was different? What about it made it better? And that way you can learn more about yourself and your problem. Doing this can help them learn about their social phobia and manage it better. It's a good point.
That's a good point. So manage here 有成功处理困难的事情这样子一个意味哦 and that's a verb. Yeah, I guess then you can like next time when you're feeling anxious or when you think you have social phobia again, you could kind of like check, okay, what did I do then?
Right.
That might help you manage your problem.
There you go. You can learn a whole lot about yourself.
Okay, for now I'm going to teach you more cool words and phrases. 今天我们学到的单字还有哪些呢？就是 treat 这个动词就是治疗或者是医治，它的名词是 treatment。For example, the vet treated the sick dog. 看一下课文例句怎么用。The doctor is treating Gwen's heart problem. 那位医生正在治疗 Gwen 心脏方面的问题哦。还有今天我们学到的 control 是个名词哦，有着控制、掌握，所以有一个人如果是控制狂、控制欲的话，你可以说他是一个 control freak， 怕怕。看一下课文例句 You have control of your emotions. Don't let people make you angry. 你可以控制自己的情绪，不要让别人惹怒你。Focus 这个字呢，在本课是当作动词来用，有专注或是集中。I need to focus on my studies so I can get good grades. 又或者这个 focus 课文例句说到的是 Winnie focuses on her work well when she is in a quiet room. 当 Winnie 身处在一个安静的房间里，她就能非常专注于她的工作。课文提到的 keep a diary 还记不记得 diary 就是日记，它是一个名词。So every night before bed, I write in my diary to reflect on my day and keep track of my thoughts and feelings. 要回想一下有什么开心的事情，还是不错的哦。看一下课文例句 Every night before bed, Casey writes about her day in her diary. 每晚上床睡觉前 Casey 会在日记上写下自己的一天哦。我们来看一下今天，是不是有提到 try 后面接 VING？ 大家可能会想说，那它跟 try to do something 又有什么差别呢？因为两个都有尝试或是努力去做某些事情，但是还有点小小的差别啦。Try doing something 就是试着做某件事情，看看结果如何，通常是用来描述尝试某件事情是否可行或是有效。For example, I'm trying learning a new language. 我正在尝试学习一门新的语言，不知道会不会有效哦。而 try to do something 就是试图做某件事情，可能你不一定知道或是关心结果如何，你只是要表达这是一个计划或是目的哦，就是你要努力开始去尝试。所以 I'm trying to learn a new language 同样哦，就是有着我正努力在学习一门新的语言，可能我会学得很烂，但是没有关系，这是我的目标哦。那常常这两个呢是可以互换着用哦。举例，我接下来要举的这两个例句就是都有类似的意思。I'm trying cooking a new recipe tonight 以及 I'm trying to cook a new recipe tonight 都是有着我想要尝试今天晚上做一个新的食谱哦，只是 trying to cook 比较有一种目标的感觉，所以真的要细分，这样子就是他们的差别啦。Let's now go to our review time.
Review time.
Hello everyone, it is time for our review. So let's look at the words we learned in our article today. There were 4 of them: treat, control, focus, and diary. All right, we're going to...
Not dairy.
Not dairy. It's not about milk and yogurt.
Dairy.
It's about journals and logs or blogs.
Yeah.
Or vlogs. Any kind of log in general. So we're going to do a game of fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Treat, control, focus, and diary. I have to remember these words. Okay, maybe to remember them, I will write them down in my daily blank.
Diary.
There you go. Very well done. All right. Let's see. Oh, I need to get some skin cream to blank this rash.
To treat.
Yeah.
治疗.
Don't actually have a rash, but you treat an illness or a sickness.
Right.
There you go. I'm studying ancient Greek, so I really need to blank on my homework.
Focus.
I really need to focus.
Yeah,
on
focus,
my homework.
focus. Control.
Oh, yeah. You need to have both hands on the steering wheel if you want to blank the car.
If you want to control the car,
you need
in control.
Both hands, especially on a scooter. I sometimes see people riding a scooter with one hand.
Oh.
And I think, how can they control the scooter?
And the other hand, they're
Or it's in their
talking
pocket because it's winter time.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need to control your vehicle. Otherwise, you might have an accident, and that would be bad. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of your minds. It's the only one you have. And we'll see you back here sometime very soon. Until then, bye-bye, and we love you.
Magic Box.
Hello， 大家好，我是艾赛。在今天这个课文中呢，我们看到说呢 ，If people wait a long time, social phobia is much harder to treat。表示的意思呢，就是如果这个患者呢拖延太久的话，这个社交恐惧症这个社恐呢，其实更难被治疗哦。那不知道大家看到这个 harder 前面出现这个 much 的时候，有没有觉得怪怪的？其实大家在学 much 后面不是要加上一个不可数名词吗？怎么这边呢会是一个形容词的比较级哦？那其实，在英文当中呢，有一些字呢，我们是可以把它拿来修饰形容词的比较级哦。那它们呢也称之为叫做程度副词。那我们会使用它呢，也来加强这个语句哦。那一般比较常见的这些程度副词呢，像是有 much, far, still.Even, a lot, a bit, slightly 这些等等哦。那这些字呢，其实我们都可以把它加在形容词的比较级的前面，来加强它的语气哦。表示的意思呢，是比原本想表达的程度要来的更多，甚至呢可能是更少这样的一个意思。所以在课文当中的这个 much harder 表示的意思呢，就是指的就是更困难这样的一个意思啦。 那我们可以来造一个例句式看看，像是呢 James is a bit shorter than his sister， 表示的意思呢就是 James 比他的姐姐还要再矮一点点哦。这边的这个 a bit 表示的意思就是一点点，那它用来修饰后面的这个 shorter 这个形容字比较级。那在今天的这个文章当中呢，我们也看到了 third they can try keeping a diary， 指的意思呢就是这些患有社恐症的人呢，其实他们可以试着去写看看日记哦。那其中的这个 try 后面我们加上一个 VING， 它其实就表示用某种方式呢去达成某个目的。那这个 VING 呢，就是指的就是尝试的方法啦。不过呢，今天如果你看到的是 try 后面加上一个不定词的话，其实它表示的意思呢，就是努力要达成就是某种目的哦。比方像是呢 ，My brother tried to lose weight by exercising 4 times a week。我哥哥呢，就是借由1周运动4天来努力减重。好啦，那今天这个 Magic Box 就到这边了，我们下次见，拜拜。